This match is a triple threat match, and it for the YTXW World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the champion, from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 277 pounds, $1 million, Willie.
And this is the main event for No Limits, and it's for the YTXW Championship. And here comes the man himself, the greatest YTXW champion of all time, the $1 Million Willie. This is the $1 Million Willie's fourth main event at a pay-per-view. Since YTXW came on YouTube, he has headlined all YTXW pay-per-views. And tonight, he puts the title on the line against CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow. And he's defending the title against a knee injury. What a great champion. He shouldn't be competing here tonight, but I guess there's crackpot YTXW medical doctors saying that he has a healthy knee. Me personally think they're crackpots, but what can you do? So he has to defend the title here tonight. And he's a fighting champion. He has more guts than anyone in the back to come out here and defend the title on a bum knee. And he has new gear here tonight. He's a modern day of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And the challengers, introducing first, from New York, New Jersey, weighing in at 223 pounds, CJ Hawkins.
And here comes one of the challengers, CJ Hawkins. On the last pay-per-view at Extreme Judgment, he cost Zane Crow the YTXW Championship, and that is how the $1 Million Willie won the title back. Me personally thinks that the $1 Million Willie would have won the title if CJ Hawkins did not interfere. But tonight, he has an opportunity to walk out the new YTXW champion. Can he do it? We'll have to wait and find out. This guy is a phenomenal athlete, and he's prime and ready for this match here tonight at No Limits.
And the next challenger, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 243 pounds, the painkiller, Zane Crow.
And here comes the other challenger, the painkiller, Zane Crow. Zane Crow is a former YTXW champion. He had a short stint with the title. He won it at Summerfest last year. Then he lost it at Extreme Judgment back to the $1 Million Willie. Tonight he has an opportunity to regain what is rightfully his in his own mind, is the YTXW championship. Will he win it back? Me personally, I don't think so. He's nothing but a transitional champion. Well, we'll have to wait and see. He has personal beef with his longtime friend CJ Hawkins, and he cannot stand the $1 Million Willie. How dare this punk call the $1 Million Willie one of the greatest YTXW champions of all time, the $1 Million Who. After tonight, we'll just call him Zane Who. This guy has no respect for authority, no respect to great champions, no respect towards great commentators. Oh, fossil my ass. If I wanted to, I can get out of this chair right now, bitch slap that punk ass. Well, the $1 Million Willie's gonna do it here tonight, because he's gonna walk in as champion, and he's gonna walk out as champion. That's my personal prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, we had an awesome pay-per-view, and this is what's gonna top it off. The YTXW title on the line. CJ Hawkins versus the painkiller Zane Crow versus the YTXW champion, the $1 Million Willie. And the referee's holding the richest prize in Call Wrestling Company history, the YTXW championship. And we're off with this three-way. And right off the bat, CJ Hawkins, Zane Crow does a Chief Scott to the $1 Million Willie. Looks like Zane Crow and CJ Hawkins are working as a team. That is not fair, ladies and gentlemen. $1 Million Willie trying to fight back, and Zane Crow does a kick to the face to the $1 Million Willie. But right off the bat, CJ Hawkins turns on Zane Crow. This is the first three-way match for the YTXW Championship in YTXW history, and a superplex coming up. Sorry, suplex coming up, and CJ Hawkins hit it. And a net breaker by Zane Crow to CJ Hawkins. And the $1 Million Willie is letting this all come out. See who's going to get weaker. And CJ Hawkins taking cheap shots to the champion. Ytxw into the turnbuckle and a missile drop kick. Right into the turnbuckle to the $1 Million Willie. And a lockup between Zane Crow and CJ Hawkins. Hawkins is able to counter out of it. And he's working on Zane Crow's arm. Oh, an elbow to the throat of Zane Crow by the $1 Million Willie. And CJ Hawkins left and right to the $1 Million Willie. Knee to the face of the $1 Million Willie. $1 Million Willie's hanging onto the ropes. Oh, and a boot to the face of the $1 Million Willie rolls on the outside of the arena floor. And a lock up between CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow into an arm drag. CJ Hawkins was able to counter into a headlock. And a back suplex come up, and then CJ Hawkins hits it on Zane Crow. Irish whip to the turnbuckle. Oh, and a shoulder block by the $1 Million Willie. And a belly-to-belly suplex by CJ Hawkins to the $1 Million Willie. Irish whip coming up. And a belly-to-belly suplex to Zane Crow by CJ Hawkins. Irish whips the $1 Million Willie to the turnbuckle. Then he throws CJ Hawkins to the $1 Million Willie, and a double splash between both Zane Crow and the $1 Million Willie by CJ Hawkins. Zane Crow and CJ Hawkins. Irish whips into the turnbuckle. He throws the $1 Million Willie into Zane Crow, and there's a yes movement. Oh, and a big splash between the $1 Million Willie to the Zane Crow. I guess CJ Hawkins paying homage to the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan, hoping he could pay off the biggest upset like Daniel Bryan did at WrestleMania 30 here at No Limits by winning the Ytxw World Heavyweight Championship. Kicking, then putting his knee to Zane Crow's face. Oh, and a big boot, and Zane Crow falls outside the arena floor. And now Zane Crow is outside the ring, and CJ Hawkins and $1 Million Willie in the ring. Kicks to the $1 Million Willie's midsection, and then it's a great kick to the back to the $1 Million Willie by CJ Hawkins. Oh, kick to the face, gut. Zane Crow, CJ Hawkins was able to counter. Looks like, hold on, maybe a pedigree coming up. And he hits it on Zane Crow, and here's an instant replay of it. You gotta love instant replay. Wait a minute, there's a sledgehammer in the ring. CJ Hawkins got a sledgehammer wrestle leg backdrop. What's CJ Hawkins gonna do with that sledgehammer? And he tosses outside the ring. $1 Million Willie goes out. He's beating the crap out of CJ Hawkins. Oh, and the Irish whips the $1 Million Willie into the barricade. There's no DQs, there's no countouts in this match. Pinfall or submission. And I think it's unfair. The $1 Million Willie can lose the title and not even be pinned. And now CJ Hawkins, wait a minute. I need these monitors, CJ Hawkins. I gotta call this great main event. In the meanwhile, Zane Crow's taking cheap shots at the $1 Million Willie. He bounces his head off the steel post and busts the $1 Million Willie's head open. Someone get a blood transfusion down here. We need expensive blood. The $1 Million Willie is busted open. Oh no! A DDT off the middle of the rope, and I think Zane Crow's busted open. He deserves it. Who gives a crap about that punk ass? Oh, and a DDT by the $1 Million Willie to CJ Hawkins. Zane Crow, leg takedown. And he's working on the $1 Million Willie's leg. What a great strategy Zane Crow is. I might not like the guy, but you do have to respect him. And a German suplex by CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow. And a leg drop by to the $1 Million Willie, going for the cover. Kick out, champ, kick out! The champion kicks out. Woo! And a chop block, which isn't illegal if you do it to the $1 Million Willie. Zane Crow should not even be in this match. He's nothing but a crybaby, and CJ Hawkins takes Zane Crow's head off. I'm glad. I should be unbiased out here, but I don't give a shit. A net breaker by Zane Crow to CJ Hawkins. $1 Million Willie Irish whips him to the turnbuckle. Now he Irish whips CJ Hawkins to the other side of the turnbuckle. And a short clothesline by the $1 Million Willie to CJ Hawkins. $1 Million Willie's going out with the sledgehammer. Hit him with it! Hit him with it! Hit him with it! Hit him with it. Come on, champ. Break it up. Break it up, Bessler. That's right, champ. Good job. Hit him again. A lock up between Zane Crow and CJ Hawkins. The champion has a sledgehammer. Hit someone with the champ. Hey, don't let him hit that. Hey, don't hit him with that. That was close. Holy crap. He hit the $1 million Willie. Referee, check on the champion. He hit Zane Crow with the sledgehammer, which I don't give a shit. CJ Hawkins is going crazy with that sledgehammer. Waist locked by the $1 million Willie. He's able to get up. Zane Crow, CJ Hawkins able to counter it. Oh shit, Pedigree coming up. Is he gonna hit it? And he does. He hits it on the $1 million Willie. And net breaker by CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow going for the cover. Kick out, $1 million Willie. Woo! $1 million Willie kicks out. Headed off by the $1 million Willie. CJ Hawkins is able to counter. And a drop kick to the $1 million Willie. Now he's kicking Zane Crow in the gut. Looks like an enziguri kick to the back of the head to Zane Crow. Good, he deserves it. Champ's going out to try to get a breather, but CJ Hawkins is going after him. CJ Hawkins looking what's underneath the ring. What's he got there? Looks like a steel chair. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but my monitors are out. Oh, and he hits the $1 million Willie with the steel chair. Come on, ref, get that steel chair off of CJ Hawkins' hands. We already hit the champion. All right, well, no. Wait a minute. Referee! Ref, this thing's gotta be broken. There should be lawsuits going on right now. The $1 million Willie just got hit in the head. What the hell does that mean? He singles at the end is near. What the hell? The $1 million Willie trying to get some room going on here. And a bulldog by the $1 million Willie to CJ Hawkins, and CJ Hawkins is busted open. Man, all three of these men are giving it all here tonight. And oh crap! He tried to do a whisper in the wind and crash and burn. Good, Zane Crow, you deserve it. Waist off by CJ Hawkins into a back suplex, and he hits it. Now he's picking Zane Crow up. Oh! A standing moonsault to the $1 million Willie. And a tornado DDT to Zane Crow. Now he's kicking the $1 million Willie in the midsection. And an enziguri kick to the back of the head. Zane Crow's back to his feet. CJ Hawkins is trying to get to him, but Zane Crow got the upper hand. Waist lock. And a German suplex. $1 million Willie's back to his feet. Oh crap, here comes another pedigree. Is he gonna hit it? And he does. He hits it on the $1 million Willie. And here there's another instant replay. We don't want to see it. Look at all that. No, there's going for a cover. 1, 2, come on, champ, kick out. Woo! The champion kick out. He's still the champion. Man, Zane Crow must be still woozy. He would have broke that pinfall. Irish flips CJ Hawkins to the turnbuckle. Oh, and a shoulder block by the $1 million Willie. Damn! Ooh, right, and a double kick into CJ Hawkins' face by Zane Crow. $1 million Willie's got the sledgehammer. Hit someone with it, $1 million Willie. I don't care who you hit. Hit someone with it, go for a pin, and we retain the title. A roll up. Come on, champ. Come on, champ, break it up. Woo. That was close, ladies and gentlemen. Now CJ Hawkins has got the sledgehammer, and he's nailing Zane Crow with the sledgehammer, and he hits the champion with the sledgehammer. That son of a bitch, the champion could have broken ribs right now. The doctor should come down here, check him out, call the match off, and let the $1 million Willie retain the title. There's too many cheap shots going on in this match. Man, no one really has the upper hand right now in this triple threat match for the YTXW Championship. Zane Crow, holy crap, he springboard off the top rope and a clothesline to CJ Hawkins. He's going outside the edge of the apron. Oh, and he flips over the ring and tries to do a leg drop, and he hits it on CJ Hawkins. The champion has the sledgehammer again. Lock up between CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow. He's going to get the upper hand. Right now, CJ Hawkins does, and a leg takedown. That's an amateur move in amateur wrestling. What a great move by CJ Hawkins. Now, $1 million Willie And CJ Hawkins fighting over that damn sledgehammer. Now they're doing lock, switching back and forth. Into a neck breaker by CJ Hawkins to the $1 Million Willie. Lock up between Zane Crow and CJ Hawkins. He's going to get the upper hand, and Zane Crow does. $1 Million Willie's back to his feet with Zane Crow. He's telling CJ Hawkins to get back up. $1 Million Willie stopped the momentum. Irish whips him over the top rope. Oh, short up block by CJ Hawkins. Oh, roll up, run. 2, come on, champ, kick out. Oh, Zane Crow broke up the 3 count. Woo! The champion almost lost the title right there. CJ Hawkins was very close to becoming the new YTXW champion. Man, how would it be if Daniel Bryan won the WWE World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania in a triple threat match, and CJ Hawkins wins it here in a triple threat match at No Limits. A net breaker by CJ Hawkins to Zane Crow. I mean to the $1 Million Willie. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Springboard missile drop kick by CJ Hawkins to Zane Crow. He's kicking the $1 Million Willie in the gut. Looks like an enziguri kick to the back of the $1 Million Willie head. He has to have a concussion right now. Someone should come down here. Where's Tony James at? Springboard into a drop kick to Zane Crow by CJ Hawkins. Right now, looks like CJ Hawkins has the upper hand in this match. Springboard, oh, the $1 Million Willie super kicked him. What a great counter, go for the cover. 1, 2, round 4, god damn it. Zane Crow broke up. Hey, there's the security guy. What the hell? The security guys are getting beat up by those 2 mascots we saw earlier tonight. Those are the 2 guys that General Manager Tony James to keep an eye on the main event. What lousy security they are. Well, back to the match. $1 Million Willie's got a wrestling backdrop to Zane Crow. CJ Hawkins is knocked out face first on the floor. He's dragging him to the middle of the ring. CJ Hawkins is back to his feet going for a cover, but CJ Hawkins broke the cover up. What the hell's going on around here? These mask guys has been interfering in matches all night and took out the security. Man, that's worse bad security right there. Tony James needs to hire better security. And security kicked to the back to the $1 Million Willie's head. I don't feel comfortable about that. A hurricanrana by CJ Hawkins. Looks like he's going for a suplex on the $1 Million Willie. He's gonna hit it, and he does. Zane Crow's back to his feet. A tornado leg drop by CJ Hawkins to the $1 Million Willie. Irish whip coming up, and then into an hurricanrana by CJ Hawkins. Now he's kicking the $1 Million Willie into the gut. And then enziguri kick to the back of the head. And a leg drop to the back of the $1 Million Willie's head by CJ Hawkins. Oh, and another enziguri kick to the back of the head. A German suplex coming up by CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow, and he hits it. He's picking the $1 Million Willie up. Irish whips into the turnbuckle. The Irish whips Zane Crow to the other side of the turnbuckle. A drop kick to the $1 Million Willie by CJ Hawkins, and another one to Zane Crow, and CJ Hawkins has the upper hand in this match. He swings out. Pedigree coming up, and he hits it on Zane Crow. Looks like he's gonna hit another one on the $1 Million Willie. And he hits it. Zane Crow's back to his feet. He's trying to throw in, see Zane Crow, and he hits him with the steel chair, and Zane Crow falls outside on the edge of the apron. Now he's doing kicks to the $1 Million Willie's gut here. Oh, and it's a great kick to the back to the $1 Million Willie head. And CJ Hawkins gets back in the ring. Zane Crow gets back in the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, this match is going back and forth. Everyone's doing everything. A net breaker by CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow is picking the champion up now. Oh, and a drop kick by CJ Hawkins to the $1 Million Willie. He's picking Zane Crow back up. Irish whips him over the top, hanging on. Oh, and a shoulder block, and he bounces off my commentary booth. Zane Crow did. Looks like a pedigree coming up. Looks like CJ Hawkins might win it here. He hits it. If he goes for a cover, he could get it. 1, 2. Come on, champ, kick. And he kicks out. Woo. There goes my meal ticket almost. Zane Crow's back in the ring. Man, CJ Hawkins is very close to winning that YTXW title here tonight. And then Gary kick back to the Zane Crow's head. Irish whip coming up. Into a hurricanrana. Now he looks like he's trying to get the upper hand on Zane Crow. Tried to do a springboard crossbody, but Zane Crow was able to dodge it. A belly-to-belly suplex to the $1 Million Willie by CJ Hawkins, and he hits it. Going for the cover. $1 Million Willie was able to kick out. Oh no, it looks like he's going for another pedigree. And he hits it on the champion. Zane Crow trying to get back in the ring to see before he goes over the cover, but CJ Hawkins stops him, throws him over the top rope, shoulder blocks him, goes on the outside of the ring. Looks like he might be going for a cover, but no, he's picking the $1 Million Willie up. Irish whips over the top rope there, and he knocks in the $1 Million Willie. He needs to pin somebody. Zane Crow's back in the ring. Irish whips he's hanging on the edge of the apron, shoulder block, and he bounces off my commentary booth again. $1 Million Willie's back in the ring. Irish Richard comes up, he hangs over the top rope, and he's outside of the arena floor and bounces off the barricade. Looks like Zane Crow's coming back in, but CJ Hawkins. What the hell? The lights went out. What the hell? The power went out, and I think CJ Hawkins getting the shit beat out of him in the middle of the ring. I can't see a damn thing. I think Tony James got to pay the power bill again. Wait a minute, lights are back on. Hey, wait a minute, it's that masked guy from earlier tonight. There's another one. He's in the ring. It's the smaller of the two masked guys, and a flying elbow at the top of the rope to CJ Hawkins. And the crowd is stunned. These two masked guys interfered in the Big Vincent Dan Matthews and the Johnny Lewis Cyborg match. There's the bigger guy. He's coming in the ring now. It looks, oh crap, it's a 3D! Who the hell are these masked guys? These guys are shocked as hell. They're interfering in a great main event. Now they're out of the ring and running back to the crowd. The small one, then there goes the big one. Wait a minute, there's a third guy. Who's this guy? This guy even looks bigger. He's picking up Zane Crow. They're kicking him in the gut. They're right in front of me. This guy looks scary. Oh, shit. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Oh, shit.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Hello, is this thing on? Holy shit. Zane Crow just got powerbombed through my commentary booth, and this huge guy's looking at him.
Holy shit.
And the fans are chanting, holy shit. Man, this guy is creepy. Who the hell is this guy? He's standing right in front of me. I'm standing back. This guy freaks me out. He's looking at me. It looks like he's kind of looking at me a little bit. Stay away from me. I'll put a lawsuit on your ass. Oh, crowd is chanting, holy shit. I'll say holy shit, all right. Zane Crow is laying right beside my feet here. I wonder if I could stomp on him. Holy shit, what the hell's going on around here tonight? The crowd is stunned, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, crap, the $1 Million Willie. Don't touch him. He's rich. The guy, wait a minute. It look like he's backing off the $1 Million Willie, thank God. The crowd is stunned as hell. Wait a minute. I swear to God, I have nothing to do with this. These guys took out CJ Hawkins and Zane Crow. Zane Crow's knocked out right by my feet. And they just look at the $1 Million Willie and walk about. $1 Million Willie's going back in the ring, picking up CJ Hawkins. Super kick to the face to CJ Hawkins. Zane Crow's knocked out right by my feet, ladies and gentlemen. $1 Million Willie's coming to cover. 1, 2, 3, and the $1 Million Willie retains the YTXW Championship against all odds here tonight. And I swear to God, we have nothing to do about these three masked guys interfering in this match. But what a great ending to a great match. The $1 Million Willie retains the title. Who in the blue hell are these three masked guys? We saw them earlier tonight. interfering in the big Vincent Damn Matthews match, and then also in the steel cage match between Johnny Lewis and Cyborg. We saw 3 of them in this main event match. But anyways, the $1 Million Willie retained his YPXW championship here tonight at No Limit. And the crowd is stunned as hell. $1 Million Willie leaving the ring with his title. Walking back up the entrance. The fan hates what happened to the ending of this main event. Man, this has been one of the shocking nights of my commentary career. Hell, even in my entire wrestling career, this is one of the most shocking nights of my career. The crowd sure hates that the $1 Million Willie retained the title, but you gotta get used to it. You just gotta start getting behind the $1 Million Willie. He's gonna be champion for a very long time, you nickel dimers. I am proud that the $1 Million Willie retained his title here tonight. What the hell? This big guy's now beating the shit out of the champion. What the hell's going on here tonight? Now the crowd is stunned. Now they're beating the shit out of the $1 Million Willie. Now he's picking the champion up. Oh shit, not a powerbomb on the stage. That's steel. Shit, the $1 Million Willie just got powerbomb on that steel on the entranceway. And the crowd is stunned, ladies and gentlemen. Who the hell are these masked guys? Now they're dragging the $1 Million Willie, flipping him over on his stomach and beating the shit out of him. He's picking the $1 Million Willie up and a knee to the head to the $1 Million Willie. And the crowd is stunned here, ladies and gentlemen. Who the hell are these 3 masked guys? They're beating up everyone here tonight. We'll see you next time on Collision. Have a good night from No Limits.